Hello, I am doing a reading for Scorpio rising for the Aries new moon on April 12th, 2021. With the Scorpio rising, that means that the house that's being highlighted at this new moon is the sixth house. So this has to do with your day-to-day work, not your career, just what you do, your details to your work. And it also has to do with health. So with the new moon, it includes Venus and Mercury. So with Venus there, it should help your health be a little more easier for you if you are having any kind of troubles with Venus there. And the other thing is with Mercury, maybe you're having to network more or talk more with your colleagues, coworkers. So your day-to-day has to do with more talking. So maybe reconnecting with people. I want to jump to the second house because that's where the South Node is. And so your second house has to do with your values and your self-worth and how you actually value yourself and how you make money. So having the South Node in your second house, which is Sagittarius, that maybe some truths are coming out, or your higher spiritual beliefs are coming out through your work, or you're changing your values. Maybe you're going to change your work to include spirituality. But the main thing is your truth. So what is your truth about how you value yourself? Because others can't be valuing you at the degree that you want if you're not actually valuing yourself. So that's something to consider and look at this new moon. The other house that's being highlighted is the third house, which Pluto is still in Capricorn. Saturn has left Capricorn, so it's made it a little better. But maybe you're changing the way you communicate, or talking with siblings, or, there's some kind of transformation of how you speak your truth. It's letting the old way of doing things step aside in order for a transformation to take place. Now, Jupiter and Saturn are falling in your fourth house. So with Jupiter there could be an expansion to your house because Jupiter is expanding. So people could be moving in, or you could be moving to a bigger house. With Saturn there, it can be, if you're moving to a bigger house, make sure you're not overbuying because outside of your budget, because Saturn would be restrictive. And maybe also Saturn is not just about restrictions and that, but it can also mean maybe you're teaching out of your house, teaching some kind of classes, working from home, or you got a job that you can work from home, especially with the COVID going on. But Saturn is the teacher. It's also about foundations. Have you gone through your house and looked at your foundation and make sure everything's okay? But it's more, for Saturn, I see that as more of your feeling a little restricted at home, more than issues with your foundations. It's putting your own foundations down. The next house would be the fourth house, and that's Neptune and Pisces. I'm sorry. No. The next house is your fifth house, and that's Neptune and Pisces. So your fifth house is your children. It's creativity. It's luck. With Neptune there, Neptune can be a little seeing things with rose-colored glasses, that maybe you're not seeing your kids, what they're doing, maybe needs a correction, but you're only seeing the good in them, which is a good thing. But you have to be also aware that they're with Neptune there, if you're an artist, you know, the fifth house is very much creativity too. And so with Neptune there, maybe you're bringing into a spiritual art and bringing that through. The sixth house I talked about because that's where the new moon is. So then I'm going to jump to the seventh house, and that's your relationships. And with Uranus there, Uranus can bring lightning strike changes and lightning strike inspiration. So there could be a lot of changes in your relationships going on right now. Sometimes it can be an actual divorce if you're married and it's not, you're not weathering it well. The next house is the eighth house, and not only is the north node there, but so is Mars. So the eighth house is inheritance, it's taxes, it's insurance, it's also sexuality. It's with, I always see the eighth house also as like a medium. So with the north node there, that's something, and it's other people's resources. It's not how you make money for yourself, but it's how you get resources from other people. It can be a loan. And having the north node there with Mars, that would, maybe you would have the energy to go and write up a proposal if you want a grant or the loan, something. Because it's in Gemini, that's why I'm saying writing. So some kind of contract and writing and stuff. And having the Mars energy there, you would have the energy to go for it and to ask and maybe make that happen. So that is for Scorpio rising. That's just a quick kind of overview of where the planets are and where they fall in your houses. If you would like a more personal reading, how it relates to your chart, a little closer with where your planets lie and how they're interacting, you can go to my website, shaunasea.com, SHAUNASEA.com. And there's little tidbits in there. I have a toolbox area for healing and suggestion of books. And then in my services, you can look at my services and see everything I have there. And I want to thank you, and I will see you at the next new moon. Have a great day. Week.